Namaskar, I am Dr. Akhil Shrivastava and I welcome you all in the weekly weather discussion of India Meteorological Department. Today, on 16th April 2026, we will see how was the weather during past 1 week and what we expect in terms of weather in the coming next 2 weeks. If we talk about the significant weather features for the last week, then during the last week, if we talk about before the last week, then there was large scale thunderstorm activity which reduced over North India during the first half of the last week. And consequently, there was a rise in maximum temperature over many parts of the country from the second half of the last week. If we talk about weekly average maximum temperature, they were below normal by 3 to 5 degrees centigrade over many parts of north, west, northwest, central and east India during the first half of the week. And they were 1 to 3 degrees centigrade above normal in parts of north and west India, and by 2 to 4 degrees centigrade over parts of south peninsular India during the second half of the last week. They were below normal by 3 to 5 degrees centigrade over many parts of northeast India and near normal over rest parts of the country during the last week. If we talk about minimum temperatures, then they were 2 to 4 degrees centigrade above normal over north, northwest and adjoining central, east and northeast India during the first half of the week. They were 2 to 4 degrees centigrade above normal over parts of West India and South Peninsular India during second half of the week, and near normal over remaining parts of the country during the week. So in general, if we are saying that there was an increase in the temperature and reduction in the thunderstorm and associated rainfall activity over the country. If we talk about accordingly the heavy rainfall and very heavy rainfall activity during past 1 week, then heavy to very heavy rainfall was recorded at isolated places over South West Bengal and Sikkim on 12th of April. However, heavy rainfall was seen at isolated places of Assam and Meghalaya on 9th and 13th, over Odisha, Uttarakhand and West Uttar Pradesh on 9th April, South West Bengal and Sikkim on 10th April, and over Tripura on 15th April. Hailstorm activity was recorded at isolated places over Himachal Pradesh on 9th and 10th April, Haryana on 9th and 12th April, Jharkhand, West Uttar Pradesh, East Uttar Pradesh, West Madhya Pradesh on 9th April. So if we generally see the trend that during the first half of the last week, there was the activity which reduced and consequently there was a rise in maximum temperature. If we talk about the weekly and seasonal rainfall activity, that is rainfall during 9th April to 15th April, and for the season as a whole between 1st March 2026 to 15th April 2026. Then if you talk about week as a whole, there was considerable reduction in the rainfall activity and country as a whole received minus 46%, that is 46% less rainfall activity as compared to what it normally receives in this particular week. In response to the 8.3 millimeter of normal rainfall activity, 4.5 millimeter rainfall activity was recorded over the country. For the season as a whole, the country received plus 14% rainfall, that is 14% above normal rainfall during 1st March to 15th of April 2026, whereby country usually receives 47.3 millimeter rainfall, and during this period, this particular year, it received 54.1 millimeter rainfall. If we talk about the forecast for next 2 weeks, particularly for the rainfall, if we see with respect to the region, then particularly rainfall activity is likely over northeastern parts of the country, and we are expecting scattered to fairly widespread light to moderate rainfall with thunderstorm, lightning, gusty winds over Arunachal Pradesh during 18th to 20th of April, Assam and Meghalaya during 16th to 20th of April, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura on 16th of April, and also we are expecting lightning activity over Arunachal Pradesh during 16th and 17th, and over Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura during 17th to 20th of April. Isolated heavy rainfall is also likely over Arunachal Pradesh during 18th to 20th of April, and over Assam and Meghalaya during 16th to 19th of April. Hailstorm is also likely over Mizoram on 16th of April. If we talk about northwest parts of the country, there is scattered to fairly widespread light to moderate rainfall, snowfall with thunderstorm, lightning, gusty wind is likely over Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit-Baltistan, Muzaffarabad during 16th to 19th, and isolated to scattered activity over Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand during 17th to 19th of April. Isolated light rainfall with thunderstorm, lightning over Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh and Delhi, and Rajasthan is also expected on 17th of April. Isolated hailstorm activity is also likely over Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit-Baltistan, Muzaffarabad and Himachal Pradesh on 17th of April under the influence of western disturbance. If we talk about the forecast for the eastern parts of the country, then isolated to scattered light rainfall with thunderstorm, lightning, gusty wind is likely over South West Bengal, Sikkim during 16th to 19th of April, Jharkhand on 16th of April, Gangetic West Bengal on 17th, Bihar on 18th, and Odisha during 16th to 21st of April. Isolated heavy rainfall is also likely over South West Bengal, Sikkim on 18th of April. Thunder squall, that is wind speed reaching 50 to 60 km per hour, gusting to 70 km per hour, is also likely over Gangetic West Bengal on 16th of April. Only isolated light rainfall is likely over central parts of the country. We are expecting light rainfall with thunderstorm, lightning, gusty winds over West Madhya Pradesh on 19th and 20th of April, and also thunderstorm with lightning over Vidarbha and Chhattisgarh on 20th of April. Isolated light to moderate rainfall with thunderstorm is also likely over Madhya Maharashtra during 18th to 20th and over Marathwada during 18th to 21st of April. If we talk about southern parts of the country, then light to moderate rainfall with thunderstorm, lightning and gusty winds are likely over coastal Andhra Pradesh and Yanam on 16th and 17th. Over interior Karnataka on 19th and 20th, and we are expecting thunderstorm and lightning over coastal Karnataka during 16th to 20th. North Interior Karnataka on 17th, 18th, South Interior Karnataka during 16th to 18th, Coastal Andhra Pradesh, Yanam during 18th to 20th, Telangana on 19th and 20th, and Rayalaseema on 20th of April. If we talk about the week 2 forecast, that is from 23rd to 29th of April, then we can see that under the influence of western disturbance, we are expecting light, moderate precipitation at scattered to fairly widespread places over western Himalayan region during some days of the week 2. Also, under the influence of trough and cyclone circulations in lower tropospheric levels over east and northeast India, light, moderate, scattered to fairly widespread precipitation with thunderstorm activity is likely over northeast and adjoining east India during some days of week 2. Isolated heavy rainfall is also likely over Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Meghalaya during some days of week 2. And if we talk about overall situation, then thunderstorm activity is likely over northeast and adjoining east India and in central India during some days of the week 2. Overall rainfall condition for the country is likely to be normal to above normal over many parts of northeast and adjoining east India, and near normal or dry weather is likely over remaining parts of the country. Now, if we talk about temperatures during next 2 weeks, that is maximum temperature and heat wave scenario, then we are expecting heat wave conditions in isolated pockets of east Madhya Pradesh during 16th to 19th, west Madhya Pradesh during 17th to 19th, Vidarbha and Chhattisgarh during 17th to 20th. So we are expecting heat wave conditions over central parts of the country, particularly during 16th to 20th of April. Over Odisha, heat wave conditions are expected on 18th and 19th, Jharkhand on 19th and 20th, Marathwada, Madhya Maharashtra and North Interior Karnataka during 16th to 18th, and over Rayalaseema on 17th and 18th. In addition to heat wave conditions, hot and humid weather conditions are also likely to prevail in isolated pockets over Odisha during 16th to 22nd, Gangetic West Bengal during 19th to 22nd, Konkan and Goa on 16th and 17th, coastal areas of Gujarat state during 16th to 18th, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Mahe, coastal Karnataka during 16th to 20th, and over coastal Karnataka and Yanam during 16th to 19th of April. So particularly the coastal regions are likely to observe higher temperatures with high humidity, leading to hot and humid weather conditions during the week 1. If we talk about week 2, then there is a low probability of heat wave conditions during some days of week 2 over central and adjoining southern parts of the country, which includes Madhya Pradesh, eastern parts of Rajasthan, southern parts of Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Vidarbha. We also the above normal temperatures are likely over the country during week 1 and week 2, particularly appreciably above normal temperatures, that is temperatures will be above normal by 3 to 5 degrees centigrade, are likely over some parts of Jammu and Kashmir, and above normal maximum temperatures are likely over most parts of northwest and central India and many parts of east and northeast India and western parts of the country. Near normal weekly maximum temperatures are likely in isolated places over rest parts of the country during the week 2. During the next 2 weeks, if we consider the various large-scale environmental features, climatology and model guidance, it is inferred that there is no probability of cyclogenesis over the North Indian Ocean during the entire forecast period of week 1 and week 2. That is, we are not expecting any system to form of intensity depression and higher during week 1 and week 2 over North Indian Ocean. These are the weather warnings for the week 1, that is between 16th to 22nd of April. You can see mostly the heat wave conditions are expected over central parts of the country and adjoining eastern parts of the country during the week. However, isolated hailstorm activity is likely over Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh on day 2, that is on 17th of April, and orange alert has been issued. For day 1 over Gangetic West Bengal, squall is likely, that is 50-60 km, gusting to 70 km wind speeds are likely. Accordingly, orange alert has been issued. For rest of the days, for heat wave and hot and humid weather conditions, yellow alert has been issued for different parts of the country. This is for today. Again, we will meet with similar kind of information next week. Till then, have a good time. Namaskar. Jai Hind.